the baseline now, bounces back out. Pig fires inside there. Scott takes it around good. Scott with the finish. She's got all 5 points for Lawrence County, and you see they love to get it to her inside, and she finishes in a variety of different ways. She picked apart Livingston in that low block on Friday night. Delente over to Hamilton. Now Butler in the corner, open. Gracie Butler puts the dribble down as Lawrence County goes man-to-man. Back out Bella Mullins. Stiles on a low block wants it. Instead, they work it back. Butler and Delente flip in the half court. Now Stiles. Stiles gives back. Coach Scott is going crazy. Butler drives inside. Gracie Butler good for 2 more. No answer right now for 22 in black and gold. And it's a 5-point Upperman lead again. How does Lawrence County answer as Scott gives back left side for Tennant? Tennant picks up her dribble. Upperman's full court pressure being applied. Now in the half court, here's Pig. Picks up the dribble. Butler gets in her grill. Pig steps through, floats that one ahead. Upperman in their 2-3 matchup zone. Bounce it out right side in the corner. Baseline drive. Nearly a travel. We play on. Scott again drives inside. Spins it back into the corner. That one swatted by Hamilton out of play. It'll stay with Lawrence County. Sub checking in here for the Lady Cats. Frazier checks in for the first time. That's number 23, Keely Frazier. 3:58 to go in the first quarter. A 5-point Upperman lead as we settle in. You win, you're going to sub-state and the region title game. You lose, it's softball season. Into the corner. Now drive and kick. He's working around left wing side. The perimeter passing, and then they mix in the inlet pass to Scott. Nearly a double dribble. We play on. That one trapped in the corner. Reverse pass right near the logo. Here's Cole. Sophie Cole bounces it to the right wing. Back to her now. Cole drives and kicks. That one finds the target. Frazier, she pulls up in the mid-range. No, missed everything. Rebound to Delente. Here's Mullins now, pushing the tempo ahead. Bella Mullins. Right side, Gracie Butler. Butler again drives inside, steps through with the Euro step, and a foul called on the floor, but it's the 5th already on Lawrence County. So Butler's going to the Sonja Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2 with still 3:17 to go in the first. They don't realize it yet, but they've hit the bonus. That one goes on Cammie Pig. That's her first, team's 5th. So Butler to the line for 2. So the sophomore Gracie Butler already with 7 points. First one is good. She's playing with a lot of confidence right now. She's shown up big in tournament time her freshman season, now doing it her sophomore year. 2 for 2, and it's a 7-point Upperman lead. Here they come ahead, an errant pass out of play. It goes back the other way to the Lady Bees. And you can tell, timeout called by Wendy Scott. Coach McWilliams is focused right now. She is stalking that sideline up and down. No shows of emotion right now to her, but the team does as they celebrate their way to the bench. 3:13 to go in the first. It's 12-5. We'll be here tomorrow night. The first one, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, the first 2 were awesome, including the buzzer beater at the end of the last meeting. We thought we'd get in the district tournament. We didn't. We're getting it in an elimination game. Stone Memorial against Upperman. Cade Caps versus Ty Cobb. Win or go home. Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock here at Tullahoma, back on the Facebook page, YouTube channel, and the NFHS Network. Make your way down here tomorrow for that game. But if you can't, we sure hope you'll join us here on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Out of the timeout, it's Upperman basketball. They lead by 7, still a long way to go tonight. As Bella Mullins, fresh off that 19-point game against Tullahoma, will bring it up. Mullins fires for Delente. Back to Mullins. Left side Hamilton, as now they've changed the defense again. Mullins from the left wing. Delente back to Mullins. You see, they do a whole bunch of different things. This is more of a matchup look. Delente to Butler. Gracie Butler lines up the 3. No, long rebound. Scott comes away. Bobbles it a little bit, but possesses it into the half court. Crossover, spins into the teeth of the defense. Back out into the corner. Open 3 up. That one's short. Delente with another rebound. She fires Butler. Here comes Butler ahead. Gracie Butler back to Bella Mullins. Stiles floats into the corner, but Mullins looking left. Taylor Delente now left wing side. 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Delente to Hamilton. Hamilton Head fake, back to Taylor Delenti. Right side, Bella Mullins. She's going to trigger the three. It's on line, too strong, though. Rebound down. It's a long one. Lady Cats come away. Pushing it in transition. Here comes Lawrence County. Spinning it back. Was that one tipped? Not sure. It's a foot race. It was. So Scott going to be called on the backcourt violation, and Coach Scott is livid. She says it was tipped. Subs checking in for both teams. Sadie South, the freshman shooter, checking in for Upperman here. 2:04 to go in the first quarter. Emily Jaco getting in for the first time tonight for Lawrence County. Gracie Hamilton checking out for Upperman. It's the round of applause. Long way to go in this one. 7-point Upperman lead. Delenti with it. They work it back left side. Defense moving for Lawrence County. Delenti left wing. Now South out of the corner. Back to Delenti. South got three. Wide open. 4-3. That one's no good. Long rebound. Stiles able to run it down, but she traveled. Didn't quite grab possession of it. Couldn't get her footing set and tried to jump stop possession back to Lawrence County with 1:44 to go in the first quarter. Stick around during the Happy Hiller halftime show. We'll be joined by Coach Michael Dodgen. The Warriorettes victorious earlier on tonight. They get the winner of this game, so I'm sure he's watching intently. Baseline pass inside, and Butler going to be called for a foul on the bump. Getting positioning in there was Jaco, fresh off the bench. She's got a size element to her down there with some height. Butler called for her first personal, team second against the Lady Bees. South checks out, Hamilton back in. This may be a Gracie Hamilton type of game for her defense for the Lady Bees. Off the back of Butler goes Scott, shot blocked by Stiles. It was a good thought by Scott, but couldn't get the finish. Now here's Butler in the half court. One-on-one, Gracie Butler. Surveys the floor. Delenti pops free in the mid-range. Delenti floats into the corner. Little collision inside. We play on. Mullins has it. Now checks back over. Delenti back to Mullins. Upperman content to kill the clock a little bit with a 7-point lead. Mullins, right side Butler. Hamilton. Back to Butler. Butler finds Delenti. Wide open in the mid-range. No good, too strong. Rebound tipped down. And a chance for the Lady Cats to cut into a 7-point deficit. Here's Scott running the floor. Flips it over to the left side. 3-ball up. This one's on line. No good, too short. Rebound by Delenti. Had a few air balls both ways in this first quarter. Stiles in the half court. Puts the dribble down. Stiles flips back Hamilton. Upperman wants to hold, I would imagine, here for the last look. Been a good quarter for the Lady Bees. They're trying to cap it off in style. Mullins, 28 seconds. Butler, now Hamilton back to Mullins, 25. Gracie Butler, the story of the quarter. She's got 9 points already. Mullins. He's starting that 5-second clock, flips back to Butler, 14 seconds. Now here's Mullins as they set up. Down to 10. Mullins, right side. Fires into Butler in the mid-range. Butler pulls up for the free throw line. No good. Rebound down, 2 seconds left. Scott, can she get a shot off? Doesn't matter. No good, and it brings us to the end of the first quarter. After one, it's Upperman 12, Lawrence County 5. You're watching coverage of the Region 4 3A tournament presented by Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Aspen Drive in Cookeville. Featuring a split-bedroom floor plan, new carpet, beautiful yard, and deck, you'll fall in love with this home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Strong first quarter for the Upperman Lady Bees. They lead Lawrence County 12-5. Still a long way to go. It was 5 points for J.C. Scott. That's it for the Lady Cats in that first frame. For Upperman, 9 for Gracie Butler. Getting it done inside, penetrating, and at the free throw line. 3 for Taylor Delenti. And we play on here. Lawrence County with the basketball. I'm Noah McKay, the lovely Madison McKay, producing things once again. Stick around during the Happy Hiller halftime show. Coach Dodgen will join us after their big win for the Sparta Warriorettes. As they kick back now. Fired over right side and in the corner, and that's a travel. Right now, Upperman's defense has Lawrence County in a straitjacket. they are seeing ghosts all over the floor in the half court. Still a long way to go for them to try to figure it out, but this 2-3 zone is creating some issues for the Lady Wildcats. The question is, can Upperman capitalize before they figure out what's going on, if they can? Mullins works it over to Hamilton. Mullins fires back to Hamilton. Hamilton reverses for South. Now Mullins again. Back into a 2-3 look. Hamilton from way downtown, and she got it. Gracie Hamilton with a Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. Sonja Brown is the presenting sponsor of tonight's game as Delenti steals it. Taylor Delenti, good for 2. A 12-point Upperman lead here on the road in a neutral site game with the season on the line. Full court pressure again applied, and there's a foul as Hamilton just got the arm. It's going to be the already the second team foul against Upperman. I think that's the first, but I may be wrong. It is the first. The scoreboard's just off. Gracie Butler got a quick breather. She's to the table after a minute. Lawrence County looking to get it rolling somewhere against this 2-3 zone. Out for Scott. She rips it around right side in the corner. Now reverse feed back the other way. That one, Scott able to possess. Turn around inside, fired it off the knee of Stiles. Got it back, now kicks into the corner. Another dribble. That's a double dribble. Possession back the other way. The YouTube feed, if you refresh it, so if you're coming from YouTube, refresh it and it's good now. Not sure what happened there. Thankfully, the Facebook feed stayed fine. So just refresh it. Cookeville leads Oakland 18-12 over on UCR2 after one quarter. Hamilton with it. Hamilton, Delenti, left wing side. Now Hamilton. Surveys back to Bella Mullins, right side. Here comes the trap. Mullins to Stiles. Stiles reverses for Delenti, who drives baseline. Scott there defensively. Delenti in some trouble, trapped in the corner. She's able to reverse out to Mullins. Now backdoor looking for Butler. Miscommunication. Mullins firing it to the wing. Butler was cutting. Would have been a layup. Instead, it's a turnover. Possession back to Lawrence County. 17-5, a chance for the Lady Cats to try to capitalize. Here they come. That pass finds the target, Tenen. Tenen now bounces ahead. Scott. Little head fake, drives inside, throws it up off the glass. No good. Couldn't get the roll. Stiles tipped the rebound to Butler, or Delenti rather. And we keep going. Here's Mullins. Tons of speed. Mullins out for Butler. Butler drives and kicks to Hamilton. Hamilton to Delenti. Taylor Delenti with a quick trigger. That one's no good. Rebound down to Lawrence County. 5:45 to go in the second. Tons of speed here for Lawrence County for Sophie Cole. She gives back. That pass finds the target, Pig. Pig drives inside off the glass. No. Rebound tipped out of the hands of Delenti. It'll go to Upperman. 5:35 to go in the second quarter. Mitch is cheering on the Lady Bees, as is Cindy. Curtis is watching, as I mentioned, talking about the YouTube feed. Kermit is watching. Now here's Hamilton. Stiles, back left side to Delenti. Works it over for Mullins. Mullins into Butler in the mid-range. Kicks to Delenti. Open three again. That one's no good. Lawrence County fortunate to only be down 12 right now. Upperman getting open shots every time down the floor. That pass back right side. The question is, will that door remain open? Or do they start to fall through for the Lady Bees? That three ball up and no good. Another rebound for Taylor Delenti. Double-double watch for Delenti now as Mullins sends it to Hamilton. Hamilton works through the defender. Back over to Mullins. Now a timeout called by Dana McWilliams. 30 seconds as she wants to work on something in the half court. 4:48 rather to go in the second. Still 17-5 here. Sherry's watching, cheering on the Lady Bees, as is Jennifer, watching from Fort Collins, Colorado. That's awesome. Anybody further than Colorado, let us know in the comments section if you're further away than there. Right now, Upperman's defense is completely stifling Lawrence County. 5 points for J.C. Scott in the first quarter. Nothing since for anybody in a white and purple uniform. But they trail by 12 still in the basketball game. Winner gets White County and advances to sub-state. Loser season ends tonight, one step short of that. Upperman has made the state tournament 6 of the last 8 years. The other 2 ended in this round. 2021 against York, 2019 against DeKalb County. I'm sorry, Bee fans, to bring it up, but it's true. As Delente inbounds to Bella Mullins in the backcourt. See what change Coach McWilliams just made on the whiteboard. Left side for Hamilton. Now another change, a 2-1-2 look perhaps. It's a 2-3, but the middle is playing up. Kick out for Butler. Delente now from the volleyball line. Back left side, Butler. Trying to stretch that zone up. Mullins. Mullins bounces back to Delente. Back right wing side, Mullins. Mullins puts a couple of dribbles down now. Works it back around left wing. Mullins over to Hamilton. Hamilton drives and flips for Delente. 4:15 to go. Bounces Hamilton. Hamilton back out. Upperman killing the clock now. 12-point lead. They're waiting on the trap to arrive as Delente picks up the dribble, steps through and finds Hamilton. Back to Mullins. Midway through the second quarter. Little collision, we play on. Mullins with it. These refs letting them go a little bit more than the boys' refs were. As Butler off the glass, good. The bank open on a late night. And now a steal for Hamilton. It went right to her. Gracie Hamilton puts it in for two after the two from Butler. Look out. It's 21-5, and it's timeout time for Wendy Scott. Look out. The danger red light blaring right now for Lawrence County. Upperman way out in front. And a 30-second timeout caught on the floor as Lawrence County knows they got to make a change in a hurry. (21-5). 3:42 to go in the second quarter. And there's just been some head-scratching turnovers for the Lady Cats so far. That one, just a miscommunication, and Gracie Hamilton promptly deposited it through the twine. Upperman, as I mentioned earlier, they probably could be up about 35-5 at this point. They've missed several wide-open shots. But despite that, still lead by 16. There is time, a lot of basketball to be played, but Lawrence County right now not making shots anywhere near the clip that they were in Livingston on Friday night, where they made nearly everything from the field. Back right side, Upperman in the full court diamond press. You see all four players working in tandem with Stiles backing them up. Lawrence County breaks it here. Scott in the mid-range, a little stutter step. Turnaround shot, blocked from behind. Taylor Delente swats it out of play. As you can see, the Lawrence County fans wanted a foul in front of us. They probably have an argument, but we'll play on. 3:26 to go in the second. Scott inbounds over the top, goes and grabs Tennant. Tennant works it left side for Pig. Lawrence County just trying to see something go through the twine. Here's Scott again, backing down, blocked. Stiles blocks it away. Bella Stiles with the size advantage makes it work. Here comes Mullins. Back to Delente. Mullins. Now Butler. Kicks back to Delente. Inside wide open is Stiles. Gets positioning. Good for two more. The onslaught is on. 23-5 as we go under 3 to play in the second. Here's Tennant. That pass. Finds Scott. She is playing her heart out. Now bounces inside. It's stolen away by Stiles. Stiles gives ahead to Mullins. Scoreless opening nearly 6 minutes of the quarter here for this Lawrence County squad. Delente picks up her dribble. Kicks out for Mullins. 2:20 to go in the second quarter, an 18-point Upperman lead. Left side, Butler. Backdoor looking for Mullins. It's tipped out of play. It'll stay on this end. By the way, Goose is here tonight. He's made the long trip from Crossville. So complete coverage from both these games coming to UpperCumberlandReporter.com. And now we're going to have a discussion. The officials going over to Coach McWilliams. Oh, and the sideline for Upperman was standing up the whole time. And so Coach McWilliams trying to get the play or figure out what's going on. So the sideline for Upperman, they're very into the game, and they were standing up. And Coach McWilliams trying to make sure she knows what they're enforcing here. So we'll play on. 2:12 to go in the second. It's 23-5. Coach McWilliams tells the young ladies on the bench what that call was. Now all the officials are being on the same page so that nobody does call a tech or that they are on the same page when they call a tech. It's going to be Upperman basketball here. Mullins to inbound. Surveys, able to get it into Delenti over the top. Delenti as the trap arrives, steps through, hands off to Hamilton. Mullins into Butler. Butler spins back Hamilton. Left side Delenti, open three again, money. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this is domination. A Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Taylor Delenti. Her second of the game, and Upperman's up by 21 points in the first half. Scott trying to drive inside. Pivots through, throws it up, no. Another rebound for Stiles. Here comes Mullins pushing it ahead to Hamilton. Hamilton, baseline Euro, off the glass, good for two more. It's a revolving door on the right side of the scoreboard in the gym, the left side, or the right side on your screen as well. 90 seconds to go in the second. Upperman pitching a shutout right now in the second quarter. Scott spins it back. Open three here, no good. Rebound tipped down, out of play, and it's going to Upperman. 1:18 to go in the second. South back end. The score on your screen is correct. It is all Lady Bees here in the region semifinal. Gracie Butler getting a breather. Mullins checks over towards her coach to get the play call. And now we'll set it up. Stretching out the defense here is Lawrence County. Stiles has a lane, sends over to South in the corner. South reverses for Mullins. There's Delenti. Back to Mullins. 60 seconds to go in the first half. Stiles to Delenti. Here's Mullins. Delenti. Back over to Hamilton. Hamilton. Upperman going to hold. 46 seconds. Why not? They've controlled this entire quarter. Trying to go in with at least a 23-point lead into the break. Stiles, 37 seconds. 5-second clock ticking. She hands off to Mullins. Mullins working on Scott. Scott is playing so hard out there. Now one-on-one Mullins. Going to wait. 26 seconds. She's tempted to go for it, though, with the lane parted like the Red Sea. 19 seconds. Mullins crosses over. There she goes. Drives and kicks over to South. South puts the dribble down. Reverses floor to Delenti. 12 seconds. Delenti and Hamilton go back and forth. Now out to Mullins. 8 seconds. 7 for Mullins. Mullins drives the lane. Kicks to South. South lines up the three. It was blocked. And that'll bring us to the end of a dominant first half by the Lady Bees out of Baxter, Tennessee. After two, it's Upperman 28, Lawrence County 5. We'll be joined by Michael Dodgen when we come back. You're watching coverage of the Region 4 3A tournament presented by Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
TLT Sports Performance is home to skill-specific training where top athletes learn how to reach their full potential. Visit TLT Sports Performance on Facebook for more information. TLT Sports Performance, where the athletes of tomorrow train today.
Welcome back, all Upperman at the break. They lead 28-5 here in the Happy Heller halftime show. Winner of this game gets the White County Warriorettes. They were victorious earlier over Stone. And another great one involving two District 7 AAA teams. Sparta got it done 56-48. And we're joined now by White County head coach Michael Dodgen. Coach, thanks for hanging out and taking some time here. It was an intense game. At one point in the third quarter, Stone Memorial got a 9-point lead, hit a couple of threes in a row. Out of a timeout, though, your girls went on a big run. You're able to get the win and extend your season. First time since 2015, Sparta's moving on to the region championship game. What was the key in that moment to be able to stay in it and get through it and win the game the way you did?
Well, we just relaxed and played, and then we made some shots and did the little things that we needed to do. We got some big rebounds, got some other things that we needed to capitalize on, and we made some big shots, and we got stops defensively. We turned them over a little bit on a couple possessions and got some easy layups, got some and ones there, and those are big things that you got to have at this point. Honestly, and people may disagree with me, and that's okay. It won't be the first time.
You too?
This game is the hardest game of your season.
Yeah.
No matter what, both teams know what's on the line. It's the hardest game to play. It's the hardest game to be in. And, you just got to survive and advance at this point, whether you win by 1 or 21. It's a survival right now.
We talked a lot about your sophomore guards, those three, and how important they were. But this was a new uncharted territory in this game in that it was close, your season's on the line, and then we saw at the end, Lakeland's up with 18 points by my count up here, and Gracie able to make some big defensive plays. How important was that in their evolution as players to check off that next box to handle an environment like this in a game like that in a moment like that?
Well, it's a big game, and unfortunately, we've not experienced that big game with this group, and that's okay. I thought early on, Celeste kept us in it early on, playing the way she played in the first half, and then Lakeland settled and went in and made some big shots, made some tough shots, but she was under control and balanced. I thought Gracie gave us a big lift defensively and then had a couple big moves there offensively when they went back to a normal defense instead of the junk that they were playing early. And we survived a lot without Ava tonight.
Yeah.
Ava wasn't on the floor very much for us tonight with foul trouble. I mean, it just is what it is. I thought we'd get in another region and it would take care of itself, but it just hasn't. And we got to figure that out. And, I mean, she gets penalized a lot where – maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it kind of takes her out of the game. And then on the flip side, you go down low and you're just getting hammered, and and that just wears on you a little bit mentally as a kid. So, but I'm proud of our kids. I'm proud of the way we played defensively. I thought Ashlyn Selby in the first half gave us great minutes when we had kids in foul trouble and did what she needed to do, and that's a big moment for a freshman.
It's interesting because now you –
One more.
Yes, please.
Piper Price.
Yes, absolutely.
Piper Price played great defensively and rebounded the ball fantastic against Hedrick and Waldo. I would be mad at myself if I did not mention that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it's interesting because this next game, you don't have that season on the line element, but you have a home sub-state game on the line, and especially when you're the head coach of White County and your gym is Roy Sewell Gymnasium. We know how loud that place gets. What is the opportunity now for you in a region championship game? I mean, it sure looks like it's going to be Upperman the way this first half went. What's the opportunity for you coming up to be able to get that in the sub-state? Maybe not for the season, but, man, it's a big difference.
It is. I mean, you want to play. You want to play at home. You want to play in the friendly confines of your gym. We're going to have to work out some details, though, Noah. I was led to believe that if us and Upperman won, that we were going to play at Tennessee Tech. And I've been told that that's not even in play right now, which I don't really like being lied to, and I feel like I've been lied to by some people. We got to look into that stuff really, really quick because it's really not fair for our fan base and for Upperman's fan base right now to have to travel 2 hours to watch their teams play when we can go fill up Tennessee Tech on a Wednesday night for 15 minutes. And there's no excuses. The game should be at Tech. We discussed it. That's where it needs to be. Off my soapbox. Playing at home in the sub-state is big because whoever is unfortunate to lose is going to have to travel to a very good Maryville Heritage team. And that's a tough place to play at Heritage. A lot of people have never played there, probably never been there. It's a tough gym to play in. They're a good basketball team. They do some good things. They beat a good Soddy Daisy team tonight. So, you just got to be ready to go and capitalize on things, and it's a one-day break. The good thing is we're going to, just like us and Stone, we're going to know each other very, very well. There's not a lot of preparation change. You just got to go play basketball.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be White County against the winner of this next game It's a 23-point game at half. It is Upperman Sparta. We'll let you know where it's going to be as soon as we know here. But, Coach, that's a big-time win for your girls. I know this has been a big moment coming for you in Sparta, so congratulations to be able to get this win tonight. The Warriorettes victorious, and they advance on to the region championship game. We'll be right back for the second half.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
I'm looking for someone who can keep me comfortable, stay here for the long run, and definitely not high maintenance. Not right. Absolutely not. This one looks perfect.
Find your perfect match with Hiller. Get a free UV light with select new HVAC systems, 50% off a descaler with new tankless water heaters, or free surge protection with a new whole home generator.
Like that one too.
If you have been looking for the why behind your story, Sheila McKay with Free to Be is here for you. As a compassionate, experienced pastoral counselor with decades of experience, Sheila McKay is here to help you discover who Christ says you are. Specializing in teen, premarital, marriage, divorce, and grief counseling, call Sheila at 615-625-2085 or view her profile on Psychology Today. Sheila McKay with Free to Be is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonja Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential, multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonja handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonja Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, has been supporting student athletes in the Upper Cumberland area since 1990. You can reach Sonja Brown at 931-979-7145.
Welcome back. 2 quarters of basketball to play, but right now it is all Upperman. They roll 28-5 through the first 2 quarters of this game. 5 points for J.C. Scott in the first quarter, 0 in the entire second for the Lady Wildcats as Upperman possesses to open up the half. Hamilton gives back to Bella Mullins. Mullins slices and kicks to Taylor Delenti. Delenti had 8 points, including a couple of deep threes. Gracie Butler had 11 as Mullins finds Butler in the mid-range, bounces for Stiles. It's tipped. Gets it back for Butler. Over to Delenti. Delenti reverses Hamilton. Now Mullins triggers the 3. No, short. Butler right there for the rebound, though. Play on. Delenti back to Hamilton. Hamilton flips it back to the left side. Butler. Butler going to put the dribble down against a 2-3 pressure zone as they step out. They do a lot of different things. It's a little bit of a junk defense right now as Delenti in the corner, able to spin out, calmly finds Hamilton. Hamilton, little bump, we play on. Delenti now. Double teamed again. In some trouble, Delenti steps through it, stolen away. Lawrence County forces a turnover. Now driving ahead. Upperman gets back defensively and firing in there to steal it is Taylor Delenti. Back pressure from the sophomore Delenti. And now we have a whistle and a foul as Bella Stiles will go to the Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. Sonja Brown, 931-979-7145 if you're buying or selling, Sonja, your one-stop shop, she's so incredible to us throughout these postseason all year long. We appreciate it, and I'm sure all of you do as well. I mentioned in the first game as Styles makes the first. By the end of tomorrow, we will be over 50 games streamed already in the postseason before we even get to the end of the region tournament. 2 for 2 for Styles, and the lead is up to 25 for the Lady Bees. So far, their best performance of the season. I've watched a lot of them. Here they come, Sophie Cole ahead. Into the running joke, I haven't seen a few of their losses. So the faces light up when I walk into the room. Those good things have typically happened for Upperman this year when I have. That one stolen away, Hamilton, and she'll win a foot race with everybody in the state. Hamilton finger roll good. Steal and the score, and Lawrence County just doesn't have it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is all Upperman. As Hamilton swipes that one out of play, it'll stay with the Lady Wildcats. Checking in is Jaco. Jaco checking in here for Sadie Grace Cole. Upperman just trying to add on to a cushion in case a run ever develops here as Scott tries to drive on Delenti, now picks up, reverses floor. Open three is up, no good. Just can't buy a bucket. Rebound down to Mullins. They have not had very many open shots. That's just the third by my memory that's been open all night. Here's Butler, gives to Hamilton. Hamilton, left wing side. Finds Butler, driving inside Butler, reverses to Styles. Loves that corner three, and she hit it. A Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate three for Bella Styles, and it's a 30-point Upperman lead. Now ahead, here they come, Scott. Drives inside and a foul on the floor as Butler gets a little bump in there. Second team foul, and that's not favorable for Lawrence County because they were going to get a layup, and instead they have to inbound it against this Upperman zone. South checking in for Butler. Upperman's 2-3 has just been a straitjacket tonight for Lawrence County as Scott tries to get it into Jaco. She turns and kicks it out right side. Extra feed, three ball up. This one no good. Long rebound though. Possesses and stays in for Sophie Cole. Cole works it back left side. Baseline drive around. That one nearly stolen. Finds the intended target. Back out for Cole. Cole picks up and sends Scott. Scott flip inside Jaco. Got positioning, puts it up and in for two. And the scoreless drought is over. Nearly 2 full quarters worth of scoreless basketball for Lawrence County. They finally get a 2. Mullins back over to Delenti as Butler returns to the table. She's got a big smile on her face. Everybody for Upperman does right now. Hamilton back over to Delenti. Mullins to South in the corner. Sadie South lines up to three. Why not? Another one. A Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate three for Sadie South. Her first of the game. 31-point Upperman lead. Hard to believe a week ago, as the shot's up and good for J.C. Scott, the obituary was being written for Upperman. They lost 2 games in a row in the Hooper Eblen Center. Well, they rallied back to defeat district champion Tullahoma and now routing Lawrence County. Kick out Delenti. Back over to Hamilton. Their season is far from over. Hamilton able to keep it in somehow. Now she dribbled it out of bounds. The possession goes back to Lawrence County with 4:04 to go in the third, who all of a sudden has scored on a couple of straight possessions. Butler checking in for Hamilton. Sadie Grace Cole checking in once again for Lawrence County. Upperman not relenting with their pressure. Trying to force Lawrence County to make some passes. That pass finds Cole. Cole back into the mid-range for Scott. Mid-range jumper up, no good. Rebound down, Butler able to wrestle it away. She fires out for South. South finds the point guard Mullins, who quickly brings it up. Mullins decisively drives inside, tries to muscle it, no. Styles with a great box out though, and puts it in for 2 more. Bella Styles for 2, a 31-point Upperman lead. A reverse feed back over right side. Johnston into the game. That one intercepted. Mullins steps right in front of the passing lane. Now here's Bella Mullins. Look at the speed. Mullins coast to coast, stealing the score for 2 more. and we are rapidly approaching running clock territory in a region semi. Coach Wendy Scott burns timeout. It's a full timeout, and it is all Upperman here on this floor. We'll take it with them and be back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere.
Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's all Upperman in Tullahoma. They lead 42-9 over Lawrence County here. And we're going to have White County Upperman round number 3. Remember, the first meeting, all Sparta in Sparta. The second meeting, 35-30. A Sparta lead win in Baxter. The Warriorettes will try to make it 3 straight. We didn't get it in the district tournament. We're going to get it in the region tournament. And there's a lot on the line. Heritage out of Maryville is looming. They're going to win that other region barring a big upset. That's going to be a tough trip for somebody to make. Both of these teams could win it, but it's going to be tough. The winner gets a much more favorable matchup in their home gym, maybe the 2 best home court advantages, arguably, in the entire area, Willie Sewell Gymnasium and the Hive in Baxter. Out of the timeout, it's Lawrence County basketball, 3:09 to go. Upperman, they are not going to back off this pressure. It has worked for days, and that is a 10-second violation. Got about 8 feet up the floor against the pressure, and it goes back the other way. Right side south, flips back across to Bass. Bass, eyes up the whole way. Upperman really hadn't gone to the bench tonight outside of South, because why would they? The starters are rolling. Delenti works through some pressure. South reverses to Bass. Now Stiles. And now Coach McWilliams starting to bring in Bass and Harrell and company as Butler flips back to Delenti. 2:35 to go. A 33-point Upperman lead. They lead by 35 in the fourth. The clock will run and will not stop. Bass to Delenti. Right side south. Delenti again. Drives and kicks to South. Flips it back over to Bass, who goes up to get it. Bass, underhand flip to South. Back out for Butler. Butler picks up her dribble. Back to Bass. Delenti from 3, no. Rebound down, out of play. And it's going to stay with Upperman. Last touch by the Lady Cats. Here comes Ella Harrell in for Stiles. Scott got a breather. She's back in. J.C. Scott's had a great senior season. She's played really hard tonight. She had a great game against Livingston, but they've run into a buzzsaw this evening. Inbound Delenti wide open in the corner. Money. Another one. A Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Taylor Delenti. Her third of the game, and Upperman's lead is 36. Quickly becoming maybe the most dominant victory of the season, no matter the opponent, for Upperman. As the mid-range jumper is up and no good. Rebound out of play, and it'll go to Upperman again. Mullins back in. I'm going to do a quick scroll and try to figure out what the largest win of the season was for Upperman. As here's Mullins in the half court. She flips back over. Now left side, Mullins. Eyes up the whole way. Bounces to Bass. That one's intercepted. Here's Lawrence County in transition. Cole off the glass and good for 2. Sophie Cole with the steal and the score. They're still trying to pressure. Now here's Bass. Works it through right side. Into Harrell. Harrell. No good, but a travel is called, so possession will go back the other way. Ava Mae Allen checking into the game for the first time. They beat up on South Green pretty good by 26 points. And I think that's the largest win of the season for Upperman. They're on pace to smash past that line. 1:08 to go in the third. That one going to be stolen and then a foul. See if it's on Butler or Scott. I think it's going to be on Gracie Butler. It is. She tried to steal that one. The third on her. Bella Stiles to the table. She's going to check in for Butler. Aaron, you and everybody else in the Upper Cumberland, it's going to be awesome Sparta against Upperman, round number 3. Last one was very tight. The first one was not. Sparta won them both. Only team in 7 AAA to beat White County this year, Stone Memorial. They vanquished them earlier on tonight as Scott starts to drive, now bounces left side. 48 seconds. Back out top of the key. 3 ball up. That one no good. Rebound tipped down. A chance for Lawrence County. Shot good and one. Harrell commits the personal. And Pig going to go to the line to shoot 2. So Cammie Pig finishes. First personal on Harrell. And she'll try to complete a 3-point play with 40 seconds to go. Taylor Delenti, Gracie Hamilton checking back in here. Cora Bass and Ella Harrell checking out. Free throw up and good. Pig finishes the 3-point play. 45-14 as Ava Mae Allen fires across right side for Hamilton. Back to Allen. Allen ahead to Mullins. Mullins to Delenti. Delenti open left wing side. Picks up her dribble. Bounces it from Mullins in the mid-range. Upperman killing the clock. 26 seconds to go in the third. Flip pass back across to Bella Mullins. Mullins to Allen. Allen. Now Hamilton. Hamilton steps through. Back to Ava Mae Allen. 13 seconds. Allen to Stiles. Back to Hamilton. 7 seconds. Allen, left side Delenti. She triggers another 3. Why not? Splashes it home. An exclamation point for Taylor Delenti on another dominant quarter by the Upperman Lady Bees. On the doorstep of yet another region championship game after 3. It's Upperman 48, Lawrence County 14. You're watching coverage of the Region 4 3A tournament presented by Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Get your new year started in your new ride. With a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the all-new 2024 Chevy Trax and Silverado, Frontier Chevy is ready to get you into your next vehicle. View inventory online at www.kcchevy.com or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Frontier Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Hone and develop your skills on the court with professional basketball player development from Legacy Athletics. Call 931-303-3356 or follow them on Instagram at legacy_athletics or on Twitter at jwinningham25 for more information today. Legacy Athletics, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Upperman about to face Sparta for the Region 4 3A championship on Wednesday night. They are dominating right now. 48-14, 1 quarter to go. Score update elsewhere. We're closing in on a rematch between Clay County and Pickett County in girls action. Lady Bobcats got a victory earlier on tonight. Clay County leads 45-37 at the end of 3 on a Hallie Buford 3 at the buzzer. That's being produced by UCR only on the NFHS network tonight. We've got a little agreement or a deal drawn up as a shot is up and a foul is called. J.C. Scott going to go shoot 2 for an official who needs to realize if it's 1 more point for Upperman, the clock runs the rest of the way. Scott going to shoot 2 at the line. Once it hits 35, it will not stop. It's at 34 right now. The first free throw is good for Scott. Well, she had the full attention of Upperman tonight. They were clearly focused, 2 for 2 at the line. Full court pressure again here for Lawrence County. Mullen sends it ahead to Butler. Butler working through traffic. That one's dangerous, and it's intercepted. Picked off, layup up, and good for Lawrence County. They're trying to finish strong. Sophie Cole for 2 more as Mullins bringing it up against the pressure. She works her way through 3 different defenders, now 4. Delenti, another one on the way, no good. Rebound down, Butler able to win it. Gracie Butler. Stick around postgame for the South Willow Auto Clinic postgame show. We'll go through the scoring and, of course, have the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game as that one's tipped up into the air. Now working it around top of the key, Lawrence County. Still playing their tails off. They're a well-coached basketball team as Scott inside. Picks up the dribble, bounces it back out. In the corner, 3 ball up. That one no good. Rebound fought for, wrestled away. Now we got a tie up and a jump. The arrow belongs to Upperman with 6:47 to go. Inbounds pass finds Butler, Gracie Butler with a bunch of speed. Over to Delenti, and Upperman will slow it down again. Delenti sends right side Butler. Back out Delenti. Now over for Bella Mullins left side. Mullins picks up, finds Stiles. Scott gets a hand in there. Stiles wrestles it away. There's Mullins. Fires in Butler. Scott gets. She's playing so hard. You got to admire the effort tonight out of that young lady, but out of play, it'll stay with Upperman. 3 subs checking in here for Lawrence County. 6:26 to go in this elimination game. Hamilton to inbound. Fires it from Mullins. Defender steps up to her. Mullins works that left-handed dribble. Lost it momentarily, goes back to grab. Lost it again. Mullins saves it in over to Hamilton. Hamilton flipped back to Delenti. Now Mullins again. Right side Hamilton. Hamilton steps through, floats over to Mullins. Now Hamilton. That one was tipped and intercepted. Another turnover. Here come the Lady Wildcats ahead. Now getting a hand in there is Delenti. It's a tie-up, the jump. The arrow belonging the other way, and Coach McWilliams calls timeout. She's not thrilled with the turnovers, I'd imagine. 5:58 to go. It's a 30-point game. 30-second timeout called on the floor. We are back tomorrow. Let me take you around the area and see where we're going to be. Got to find my text chain here with the great Jacob Vinson. It's going to be a busy day. We know we will be here tomorrow. Here we go. On the main page, Upperman against Stone Memorial. Here in this gym at 6 o'clock on the main page, YouTube channel, and the NFHS network. Over on UCR2 at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, Pickett County against Red Bowling Springs in boys action. Remember, Red Bowling Springs defeated Pickett County in the regular season and pushed them in their other meeting. We will also have on the main page at 7:45, Cookeville against Siegel in a collision in Region 4 4A. We'll also be producing for the NFHS Network, Joe Burns against Gordonsville and Blackman against Laverne. So a full day again tomorrow as we roll past 50 postseason games streamed here in just a couple of weeks. Scott loses a handle on it. Delenti with the steal. Here comes Delenti ahead over to Mullins. Mullins drives. The foul is called. Bella Mullins going to go to the line to shoot 2. Never mind. They're going to say it was on the floor. So they'll inbound from the baseline. That one called on Sophie Cole. That's her first. Cookeville, their lead is just 2 over on UCR2. 40-38. Allie Gillis left the game earlier. Wide open again. Taylor Delenti, no good. Long rebound. Out of play, and it'll stay with Upperman. And that kind of night for the Lady Wildcats. Inbound, and a foul is called as it went into Butler. 2 free throws upcoming here for Gracie Butler. For the Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. 5.5 to go in the ball game. First one up for Butler is good. She had a fast start, really propelled them forward, and they never looked back. 11 points in the first quarter in a minute or so. Next one, good. 2 for 2 for Butler. $5:25 to go. It's 50-18, a 32-point Upperman lead. The potential is there for this to be their largest margin of victory all season long in a region semifinal. Typically one of the toughest rounds to get through. This is where great teams go home. Into the corner now, a drive in the baseline. Back out left wing. 3 ball up. That one no good off back iron. Rebound down. Delenti able to get a physical one. She is officially on double-double watch as then she is fouled. There will be a 3rd foul against Lawrence County. It comes with 4:57 to go. That's going to go on Emily Jaco, I should say. Again, UCR2 is a very close game. We're not going to be offended, I promise. That's also presented by Sonja Brown over there. If you jump in as Bass kicks over left side. Now Stiles with it. This has just been domination throughout. by Upperman. That's the only way to describe it. From the opening tip, they controlled this basketball game as Bella Stiles lines up the three and rains it through. The Campbellsville signee into double figures with a Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate 3, her second. Now they work it over right side, Lawrence County. Now back right wing. Flip pass back across left side. Scott. 4 minutes to go in this ball game. It's now 35. The clock will run throughout. Rebound down on the miss. Jaco and a foul. Butler going to be called for her fourth. So Gracie Butler, the only player in any sort of foul trouble. She's going to play hard the whole game, no doubt. Jaco to the line as Coach McWay is about to empty the bench. I see Nash, Harrell. Allen is there. I think South is there as well, and then she'll go a little bit deeper later on. Free throw is good for Emily Jaco. She's got 3 points. And to your point, Ethan, Upper Cumberland girls basketball in particular, a little bit different. And we find that out again as we come down here. The clock is not running. It should be. Hopefully it will start after this. The lead got past 35, now down to 34. Jaco splits them, second one no good. Rebound tipped out of play. It'll stay with Lawrence County. Inbound coming from the baseline. 3:35 to go. Scott fires into the low block for Jaco, throws it over her shoulder and got the finish. Jaco with 2 more. Can't doubt the effort tonight for Lawrence County as Bass brings it across the line. Works it back. There's Sierra Nash. Nash finds Ava Mae Allen. Allen now right side for Bass. Bass. Now to South. South reverses floor for Ava Allen. Bass with it. Bass. Now bounces for Ava Mae Allen. Allen. Now Nash. South wide open for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound down. The bench empties even more for Upperman. As they work it over, step back 3 for Lawrence County. That one's no good. Scott fights for the rebound. Allen going to be called for a foul. 2:28 to go. The clock is now running. Cookeville leads by just 2 over on UCR2, 40-38. Inbounds comes in, jumper up and no good. Rebound tipped down. Hickey in the area. Scott got it, put back up, no good again. The starter's still out there for the most part as we have a whistle and a travel called against Upperman. It'll stay with Lawrence County. She got ripped down. Sierra Nash, she had it and got pulled down by the ball. It should have been a jump, but we'll play on. 1:50 to go in counting. Baseline inbound. Sent over the top. Auburn Johnson there defensively. Fired into Jaco. She's double teamed. Reverses back out right side. Little shot fake. Now driving the lane. Kick back. 3 ball up and good. That one splashed home for Sadie Grace Cole. Going to look closer than it was at the end. This thing was lopsided throughout as Johnson gives back to Nash. Back to Johnson. 1:24 to go. Johnson finds Allie Jones. Now back to Auburn Johnson. Johnson drives inside. Johnson throws it up. No, blocked away. Possession back the other way. 1:15 to go. Again, Scott still out there. J.C. Scott trying to finish out her season as the shot's up and good for 2 more. I think she's going to get a sub in and we'll get a big standing ovation from her crowd that's made the trip. Similar trip from Baxter as it is from Lawrenceburg. As Nash loses his handle on it. As that one goes out of play and possession goes back the other way. And that will do it as Coach Scott now going to empty the bench. And now you'll see the big standing ovation. And a big hug from Wendy Scott to J.C. Scott. Well-deserved. Great career for her. 30 seconds to go. They send it left side. Lawrence County with it. Stick around. We're moments away from the South Willow Auto Clinic post-game show. We'll make it worth your while. Jump stop, 3-ball up, and that one's no good. Rebound down. Now Johnson, a tie up and a jump. Possession arrow belongs to Upperman. 10 seconds to go, and they can dribble it out. A completely dominant effort tonight as the Upperman Lady Bees are once again advancing on to the Region 4 3A championship game. Final score, Upperman 53, Lawrence County 26. And we welcome you in to the South Willow Auto Clinic postgame show. The South Willow Auto Clinic, your hometown auto doctors. We will tally up the scoring and bring you the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game as we're going to get Upperman Sparta round number 3. Scoring for the game for Upperman is as follows as they improved to 26-6 on the season. 14 points tonight for Taylor Delenti, 13 for Gracie Butler, 12 for Bella Stiles, 9 for Gracie Hamilton, 3 for Sadie South, and 2 for Bella Mullins for a team total of 53. Lawrence County falls to 18-13 on the season with the loss as their season comes to an end tonight. For Upperman, the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. It's a tough one tonight, but the fast start is what propelled them to the victory tonight, and that was all on the back of Gracie Butler. 9 points in the first quarter. Gracie Butler is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game as Upperman advances on. But we'll tell you, go turn on UCR2 as Cookeville and Oakland are in a good one. A 3-point lead right now for the Lady Cavaliers. Meanwhile, here we'll be back in this gym tomorrow night at 6 o'clock as Upperman takes on Stowe Memorial in boys basketball action. That one going to be a big one as a win or go home game in the Region 4 3A tournament pits those two rivals against each other. And then Wednesday, we'll see where it's going to be, but it's going to be Upperman against White County for the Region 4 3A championship to see who's going to host a home sub-state game. As we sign off once again here from Tullahoma High School, your final score, Upperman 53, Lawrence County 26. Keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for the latest coverage of high school sports throughout the area. Turn on UCR2 right now until we talk to you all again. I'm Noah McKay from Madison McKay on camera, and everybody at UCR, have a great night, everybody.